My name is Danny Berman. I'm originally from Newcastle. I am a student at the moment, but also working at a political think tank, working on issues surrounding mental health and also a body image campaign. Historically, my relationship with my body image has not been good. I used to pull myself apart on a daily basis, looking at my skin, my hair, my weight, all these different things. And if you can imagine doing that day after day after day, and it's really personal, you know, it's you, it's what you look like. And I don't think anybody truly understands what that's like until they've experienced it themselves. The way it manifested itself was spending hours and hours and hours in the mirror, up to 10 hours a day at its worst, taking up to 200 photos a day, trying to zoom in, trying to find where the problem was. I think the most severe manifestation of my illness was spending 6 months housebound. You know, not being able to leave the house because I was terrified that I would scare people. I think that was really, really difficult. Extreme for anyone else who would hear that story, but for me it was so real. You know, I felt like I looked like an alien. I think this happened to me at 14 years old because I was going through a transitional period in my life. You know, at 12, 13, I was a rugby player. I cared more about hitting the tackle than I did about hitting the gym. I think there's a multitude of factors. I think comparing myself to other people, trying to look like my favorite rugby player to trying to look like models. I was starting to look at, you know, my friends, how they were doing, what they looked like. So I tried to transform my body image because I didn't feel like I met the standard. And in my 14-year-old brain, I saw that, you know, my body image is a route to success. Social media played a huge role in the development of my body image difficulties due to the availability to people to critique your body image, to send messages that weren't very nice. That really got into my head. But I think on a more personal note, I linked success with perfection. And if I didn't achieve that, I felt like I would be a failure. I felt like I wouldn't be accepted in society and I wouldn't achieve what I wanted to. So I think all of them together, mixed up completely, led to the perfect storm, really. When I was 14 years old going through it, I felt really lonely, really depressed about things. But moving forward a long period of time, my body image has little effect because I'm, you know, instead of focusing on what I look like, I'm focusing on other stuff. You know, I'm focusing on university, exams. So that makes me much happier. And that would be my message to, you know, young people, especially who are going through these difficulties. You know, try and look outside of yourself. Try and look at, you know, things you can accomplish because, you know, beauty is not just the way you look, it's also, you know, what you can give and what you can provide to the world. Spring clean your apps on a regular basis, I think. And if you feel it's affecting your emotions, put your emotions before putting an emoji. If you're happy, don't put a happy emoji, just smile. I think as individuals, we need to be very conscious about what we are putting on our platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. But I also think social media companies and TV organizations need to take fundamental responsibility and show leadership on this issue to make sure that no young person goes through a body image disorder because of one of their platforms. I think it's important because, you know, I think most people would agree they want to see every young person having a happy childhood, having a, you know, a good childhood where they feel positive about themselves. Unfortunately, I lost my childhood because of my body image difficulties, and I don't want any child or young person to have to go through that.